Good afternoon, this is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors performing the second video inspection for 4731 Kraft Avenue in Valley Village. Here we go, we're in the city sewer at this point. We're pulled back, and this is the first point of attachment to the city sewer, the first portion of pipe, which would be the responsibility of this property for any repairs or maintenance. The white material sitting right in front of the camera is a liner that they put in the city sewer. They shoot this liner through, and then they send a robot through to cut the holes out where the access to the liner was recorded to be. Here we have several very large cracks in this section of pipe that connects to the city sewer. These cracks are separated by about an inch or more. They look like they've had something coming through them in the past, possibly roots in the past. I can see dirt through the crack. There's definitely no doubt that sewer can escape the system through this point. The way that this pipe is cracked, I've seen many times. This is one of those types of cracks that once water has escaped the system to a certain degree for a certain number of months or years, a pit starts to form underneath this pipe, and then the section of pipe that's completely cracked around will fall into that pit, and then you just start developing a very, very large pit underneath the street. It becomes very, very expensive to fix if you wait. At this time, there's a technology that might be able to fix this by a contractor in Los Angeles called Robotic Sewer Solutions, or Robotic Solutions. He will put a top hat liner into this if it's possible for him to do. Sending him this video, he should be able to determine whether or not he can possibly put this liner in. I'll go ahead and pull back a little bit to give it a good view from further away. So that's the cracked area there, over on the right-hand side of the screen. Okay, I'll pull back just a little bit more, see if we can. Pretty much everything we can see for this. So hopefully this will be enough information for him to be able to give you an estimate of whether or not he can fix this with his technology. Pulling back, we see this is a clay pipe. I believe that was the only crack in the pipe, so we're actually going to look back through all this pipe to verify that I didn't miss anything on the first time through. I don't really see any roots coming into the line. I'm not sure if that's because, well, there's a few roots there. Okay, good. It's actually good to see a few roots because it indicates that the line wasn't just recently cleaned. There's just not very many roots coming into this line. Here's some mortar in the pipe. That's not a problem at all. It's just some excess from when they installed it. At this point, we're underneath the city sidewalk. We're about 5 foot 10 inches deep, and we just transitioned to a cast iron pipe. This is the material of pipe for the rest of the line up into the access point. What we'll see in cast iron pipe when it starts to fail, we'll see some roots coming in, or we'll see some holes in the pipe. And right now we're not seeing either. It appears to be about 60 years old. It's possible it's a little bit more than that. I would imagine that it has around 20 years of life left to it, just based off of past experience with cast iron. Since we can't see how thick the pipe wall remaining in any area is just with the visual inspection, I can't give a guarantee on how long the cast iron pipe will continue to last. But based off of experience, those are the figures that this looks like. Here's where we turn towards the house. Coming under the brick now. I think so. A little longer. Now we're coming into the plastic. This is the access point to the house. These two access points are really ideal. You rarely see this in houses, but it's really the best way to set up a clean-out system for the house. You have one that goes towards the house, and then another one facing it in the same pipe, which goes out towards the city sewer. Just to sum up on this line, we do have a pretty bad crack as the line connects to the city sewer, which typically at 15 feet deep underneath the street, that would be a very expensive fix. We do happen to have a newer technology that is probably going to be able to handle this. We'll send all the information for that in my video links. Please see my written report called Final Findings and Recommendations. Again, this is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors. Thank you very much, and have a great day.